Hello everyone, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear community, a warm welcome to this new video. It's great to have you back with us. For those of you who want to get the most out of lawn care, I have a quite interesting device in today's test, and it's the EINHELL cylinder mower, specifically in today's test, the GEHM 1838 Li. A proud 380 millimeters cutting width, designed for up to 400 square meters, and it's battery powered as well. I must admit, I'm very curious to see what we can expect from this relatively affordable battery-powered cylinder mower from EINHELL. That means, in today's video, we'll take a look at what this device has to offer and who would truly benefit from investing in it. That's why we'll start right after the intro, but if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to this channel for free and activate the notification bell to never miss a test video again. The current prices to support the channel can be found below in the video description. Thank you very much for your support, and let's get started. In today's video, we're talking about a relatively affordable and at the same time battery-powered cylinder mower from EINHELL, namely the GEHM 1838 Li. For those who are really looking for the ultimate cut for their lawn area, this device could be quite interesting. In today's video, we want to take a look at what we can really expect from this battery-powered cylinder mower and how it performs. On the front and top, we find a large image of the product, the name, and a few specifications, as seen here below. Apart from that, there isn't much to see on the product box. That's why I'll take a look at the contents of the package. The package includes the user manual in multiple languages, as well as the actual cylinder mower, or rather its individual parts, because it needs to be fully assembled before we can use it. The assembly itself, in my opinion, is relatively straightforward and quick. You should plan for about 15 minutes. If you're interested in me making a separate video about it, please let me know in the comments below. I'll then link the video up here on the info card. So far, so good. The cylinder mower is now fully assembled and ready to use, and this is the piece itself. Here it is, the EINHELL battery-powered cylinder mower GEHM 1838 Li. Definitely a compact device. Regarding the first impression, I must say the EINHELL battery-powered cylinder mower looks quite good to me. The housing is entirely made of plastic, but I couldn't find any material residue or sharp edges here. Similarly, in terms of overall stability, in my opinion, it's a bit wobbly, but other than that, it looks relatively good overall. As for the weight, the cylinder mower is not as light as one might think, in my opinion. Let's measure it. With a large battery, we're looking at a gross weight of around 12.35 kilograms. The device is supported by the two large wheels on the right and left sides, as well as a small roller at the back. The front wheels have a large diameter of about 210 millimeters, are made entirely of plastic, and are not powered. That means you have to push the cylinder mower forward accordingly. In the center, as you can see, there's a transparent plastic protective cover under which the battery compartment for EINHELL's power exchange batteries is located. The 18-volt batteries are inserted from the front into the battery compartment. In my opinion, this process could be a bit easier. Perhaps it becomes easier over time. Furthermore, to the right, we have the safety key, which also needs to be inserted into the cylinder mower as it cannot be activated otherwise. Other than that, there's nothing more to see on the front, so let's move on to the grass catcher. Once we take a look at the back of the device, we see the heart of the cylinder mower, which is the installed blade spindle. It has a total of 5 blades and a width of 380 millimeters. Additionally, the spindle is ball bearing with a diameter of 125 millimeters. Due to the 380 millimeter width, we achieve a quite good result in terms of the surface area. I would say that this cylinder mower is designed for small to medium-sized gardens, according to EINHELL, for an area size of around 400 square meters. Right behind it, we find the grass catcher of the cylinder mower. As you can see, it's relatively easy to assemble with small clamps on the right and left sides that click into place on the cylinder mower. This means we can remove them and take off the grass catcher completely to empty it. Additionally, there's another small strap with a buckle right behind it, which ensures the grass catcher doesn't drag on the ground. This strap also needs to be released when we want to remove the grass catcher. In terms of size, the grass catcher has a total capacity of 45 liters. I have to say, for small to medium-sized gardens, it's definitely sufficient. However, as I mentioned earlier, the device is designed for up to 400 square meters, and if you're cutting a few more millimeters, the grass catcher will undoubtedly need to be emptied quite frequently. Regarding the cutting depth, a cylinder mower is not intended for typical average lawns like the one I have here, but rather for golf course-like areas, and in that regard, the cutting depth is naturally relatively shallow. In this device, we can adjust the cutting depth on the right and left using these two small adjustment screws, ranging from 14 to a maximum of 38 millimeters. In my opinion, the cutting depth adjustment is very easy to use with no problems observed. And last but not least, at the very back, we have the handle of the cylinder mower. As I mentioned before, it's a bit wobbly, but still sturdy enough to safely maneuver the cylinder mower across the lawn. The handle is also lightly cushioned with foam at the back, making it more comfortable to grip and handle securely. I must say that even for tall individuals, the device is easy to handle because we have two height adjustment options. Currently, in the highest position, the handle reaches a proud height of 110 centimeters. What does this mean? A tall person can definitely handle the device comfortably. So far, so good. Now, the most important question arises. How does the EINHELL Cordless Cylinder Mower actually perform in practice? To test the device, I used it with the large multi-ampere-hour battery, fully charged prior to the test to provide maximum power. As for the lawn area, I selected grass that was of normal height, around 70 millimeters, which is already an extreme test for this cylinder mower. I then cut the grass down to the highest setting of 38 millimeters. Starting with the handling, I can say that the EINHELL Cordless Cylinder Mower is very easy to operate. It glides effortlessly, requiring minimal force. Additionally, as mentioned earlier, the handle height is comfortable, eliminating the need to bend or stoop while pushing. Furthermore, the maneuverability is good, allowing for quick turns without any issues. As for the cutting result, I tested the cylinder mower on relatively tall grass, as mentioned before, a challenging test for this device, cutting it from 70 to 38 millimeters. I must say, in practice, this was definitely noticeable. While the device did not trip the overload protection, one could audibly perceive that the cylinder mower struggled with this tall and relatively dense grass. However, in normal circumstances, one would not typically use a cylinder mower on such tall grass. Therefore, I don't see any issues regarding performance when used for its intended purpose. The cutting result, in my opinion, is definitely impressive. The blade comes pre-adjusted from the factory according to the user manual. However, I would still recommend checking it with a piece of paper and readjusting the blades if necessary. During my practical test, the cylinder mower achieved a good cut. It didn't catch all the blades of grass, unfortunately, but the ones it did cut were very precise and cleanly trimmed, as one would expect from a cylinder mower. Lastly, regarding battery consumption, the device is relatively efficient. It only used around 20% of the large multi-ampere-hour battery for the entire area of approximately 120 square meters. So far, so good. Overall, I'd say that the EINHELL Cordless Cylinder Mower, the GEHM 1838Li, performed very well and is recommendable, but not for everyone. This means that for those who don't have a golf course at home or who don't regularly trim their lawn down to 38 millimeters, the device is simply disproportionate and not recommended. However, for those who aim to achieve the maximum and perfect cut, the device is indeed very interesting. And with that, we conclude the video. If you enjoyed it, please show your appreciation with a strong thumbs up, and if you haven't already, quickly subscribe to the channel for free and activate the notification bell to never miss another test video. The current prices are listed in the video description below. Thank you very much for your support, and until next time, take care. Goodbye.